Hello, good morning children. Welcome to today's session of online class of Sri Gokulam Guruvayur. Children, in our last classes we were discussing about the topic organizing. We saw the meaning of organizing, steps of organizing and importance of organizing. Today's our topic will lead us to specify the area of responsibility and the line of authorities. Okay, so let us have a discussion on the organization structure, where we can come to know about the specification of area of responsibility and line of authority. So let us hear the lecture video now. Hello children, the topic for today's discussion is organization structure. First of all, let us see the definition of organization structure. Organization structure refers to the framework within which managerial and operating tasks are performed. So it is like a framework within which our managerial and operating tasks are performed. Okay. Now let us see what is the need of having such an organization structure. Children, when the organization grow or when it become more complex, with the growing organization, their number of people working there also increases. The number of functions there will increase. The number of product to be manufactured will increase. Because of this increase, there should be proper framework of the managerial and operations which we have to perform there. So hence, there is a proper need of organization structure when there is growth in the organization. Now, what is the benefit of having such an organization structure? Let us see it in point wise. The first point is it specifies the relationship between people, work and resources. So when we are dividing the work, so we are actually specifying the relationship of people there, working there. We are specifying the work to be or the activity which we have to perform there. We are classifying the resources used by each of the department. So there is a proper specification about people, work and resources and the relationship among these things. The second point is it allows correlation and coordination among the people, that is physical, human and financial resources. And this enables a business enterprise to accomplish their goal. So there is coordination among these things. So when coordination is there, we can easily achieve our goal. And also the third point is the proper organization structure will ensure smooth flow of communication and better control over the operation of a business enterprise. So there is smooth flow of communication in this organization structure because everything is pre-planned. That is, you have already learned about the scalar chain in the Fayol's principle. So that Fayol's chain is the flow of communication. So that who should report to whom, who should take the order, or who should give the command. So that is already set there. So as the organization set the position of the people in the organization, they know, or there will be smooth flow of communication, we can say. It will result in increased profitability of the enterprise. So such a organization structure will lead to the increase in our profitability. Here is in front of you organization chart. In this chart you can see company president. He is the top of all the organization chart, and under him there is vice president of finance and HR, and under vice president of finance there is account department and billing department. So each of these departments are placed in a hierarchical order, that is top level to bottom level, middle level, every one are placed in a proper position. Okay, so each persons know what is the duty, to whom they should report, to whom they should take order, and whom they are answerable. Each person know what is the duty they are supposed to perform. So if such a structure is there, everything is clear and the work will flow very smoothly without any confusion. So that is the importance of having an organization structure. Now, there is a concept, span of management. It is a concept which shapes the organization structure. It's a very important concept. What is this span of management? It refers to the number of subordinates that can be effectively managed by a superior. You can see, children, in our school itself, we have set a division. Why we have set a division? So that the teachers are able to manage how many children can be managed by a teacher. So smoothly. Okay. For that purpose, we have prepared a division. And in each division, number of students are also there. Limited number of students. And when that limit exceed, we will go for a next division. Same is the case with organization. Span of management refers to the number of subordinate that can be effectively managed by a superior. So according to that span of management, the levels of management in the organization structure is determined. I hope you got this. The two most commonly found forms of organization structure are functional structure and divisional structure. So, organization structure have been classified mainly in two categories, that is functional structure and divisional structure. Today we will discuss about the functional structure. The functional structure is an organization structure formed by grouping of jobs of similar nature under major functions and organizing this function as separate department. Children, if you think about one person doing managing a business, there is no need of any department and such things, because he is a single person who is managing everything. But if we think about a big organization or organization where there are number of functions, different functions, like for example, there is human resource department, marketing department, finance department, production department. So there is a need of a proper structure. So here in this functional structure, we are dividing the functions of similar nature and grouping them together. Okay, so in human resource department, all the activity which is related to employees are undertaken. In marketing department, all the activity related to the marketing function, that is research related to how much is our customers, how many customers we have, what is the present situation of demand of our product in the market, what is the reaction of the customers. That work have to be done by the marketing departments. So the work, according to the work done or the nature of work, we have grouped the department. According to the functions, we have grouped the department. So that grouping of department according to the similar nature is known as functional structure. Now, in which firm such functional structure is more suitable? Children, it is suitable in medium-sized firm where we produce a single product or a small number of related products. When the size of the organization becomes large, or when it is growing, it have diverse activities and operations. So with a diverse activity, there increases the specialization also. There is high degree of specialization in each of the activities, and thus in such a situation it is better to use the functional structure. So when there is high degree of specialization, which functions should be used? Which structure should be used? Functional structure is better to be used.